Hindi na ako alipin ng pagkain. I am free from any form of manipulation galing sa aking mga food consumption. Hi, I am Donna, a nanay transformed by God through motherhood. And all glory belongs to God kasi it was indeed a real spiritual battle lalo na sa akin na may food addiction. I treated food kasi as an idol and a comforter during my life struggles. Pero dati yun at hindi na ngayon. Now, sa mga nakakakilala sa akin personally, you know how huge I was. Umabot yata ako sa 80 kilogram or maybe more pa nga. But now, I'm around 63 kilogram, maintaining na lang. Now, at first, tinry ko lahat ng klase ng diet na nabasa ko online. Plant-based, keto o low carb, and pati yung CalDep. And yes, very effective naman silang lahat, but it was all a band-aid solution. For my problem, definitely, I need to look for more long-term solution. At itong long-term solution na ito ay nakbasa ko lang at nalaman ko lang sa pagbabasa ko ng Bible. Grabe, amazing talaga ang Bible. Kasi andun na lahat ng wisdom na kailangan mo sa buhay. May financial, parenting, business, at kahit pa nga ang health topic, meron din ito. Kaya nga, kailangan nating kailangan natin i-dig deeper ang words ni God kasi andun na lahat. Now, your body is a temple of Christ. 1 Corinthians 6:19-20. Isa ito sa mga verses na nagpa-shaken sa akin about my food addiction. In short, ang aking katawan daw ay templo ng Holy Spirit at para ay mamalagi ito sa akin or mamalagi sa akin ang Holy Spirit, I need to make sure to maintain it healthy. Kasi wala naman siguro sa atin gusto tumira sa maruming bahay. Kaya dapat i-treat natin ang ating katawan the way we treat our home. Malinis at maaliwalas. Well, I know naman that what we eat doesn't make us rightful before God, but also I know that it affects our overall health. God reminded us to eat good food on earth because Satan uses it for our own destruction. And enable for us to do that for our body, dito papasok yung eating right and eating healthy, exercise, and rest. To be honest, it's really hard for me sa umpisa because I love crunchy food, creamy, salty, sweet. But later on, I realized that I was really indeed a slave of my cravings. And slowly, by the grace of God again, unti-unting nawala lahat ng cravings ko towards this unhealthy food. Although hindi ito parang isang bagsakan lang, pero paunti-unti and very slow yung process. At least, di ba, may progress. And my body manifested it. Nawala yung pagka-inflame ng mukha ko, pati yung mga blood test result ko, okay na rin. And syempre, na-lessen din yung timbang ko. Bonus na yon. Tapos, maganda rin yung pagtulog ko sa gabi. Pero syempre, minsan, nagpaparamdam pa rin yung aking old self cravings. At maybe kaya ako paminsan-minsan, but I never blame myself for that because of course, hindi ko yun kasalanan. Just eat that piece of cake minsan, give in to ice cream with my children, or sometimes slice of pizza na rin. But tomorrow, it will surely be a strict to protocol na naman. Kasi hindi dapat maging habit ang pagkain ng unhealthy food. Yung parang tikim-tikim lang pero hindi mo pwedeng ubusin yung buong pack. So disclaimer lang po, hindi ako expert guro about diet, lifestyle, etc. etc. I'm just a hormonal woman na may unhealthy relationships sa food before, but by God's grace, Jesus saved me from that slavery. Now, by the way, if you like this kind of content, please subscribe para ma-update kayo if may bago tayong pag-uusapan. Pakishare na lang din sa iba baka kasi ito yung kailangan nilang marinig today. So, ano nga bang kinakain ko ngayon? Well, I'm not super strict sa aking food intake. Hindi ako nagtitimbang, hindi ako nagfo-food diary or other things similar to that. My simple rule is that pag hindi gawa ni God as much as possible, hindi ko kinakain. paggawa siya sa factory, paggawa siya ng kamay ng tao. Hindi ako parang into that. Maybe paminsan-minsan, tikim-tikim, pero hindi talaga yung regular consumption ko. Eat whole food and only one ingredient. Doon parang strict ang aking food preference. Kumakain ako ng isda, pero yung sa dagat, hinuhuli or nahuhuli, hindi yung sa pond. Hindi na rin ako kumakain ng shell food like mga tahong, alamang, yung mga lobster. Ako, paborito ko yun. Pero hindi na ako makain nun. Simula nung nalaman ko na sila pala yung parang janitor ng dagat. So, kung nililinis nila yung dagat at nalilinis nila yung dumi at pag kinain mo sila, malamang makain mo yung dumi. Kaya nga 'di ba minsan pag may something wrong sa ocean, sila yung chine-check or sila yung kinukuha para i-check ng mga expert. Okay, next is that for meat naman, I eat beef from time to time just to feel my protein. Kasi ayoko rin kinukuha yung protein ko sa mga supplement. Again, another artificial stuff. So, much better, kunin ko na lang yung protein ko either sa egg or sa beef. So, again, hindi ko siya inaaraw-araw. Siguro mga once or twice a month. Ganon. But again, not all the time. Kasi alam ko naman kasi na bawal din yung transport. Kasi alam ko rin naman na yung trans fat is not healthy if too much. I eat chicken na ako ang bumili. Yung nandun pa sa plastic, ako yung mag-slice. Don't touch my chicken, yun ang aking rule. So, kakain ako noon, paminsan-minsan. Ako yung bumili, ako yung nagtimpla, ako yung nagluto. At pipiliin ko yung mga pinaka-organic na chicken sa market. Meron naman yung nakalagay, di ba, yung no antibiotic ever. May ganon, may paganon yung mga market nila ngayon. No, no chemicals and everything. So, ayun yung medyo kinakain ko. So, hindi ako kumakain yung mga mass-produce ng kung ano-anong ini-inject para lang dumami. Pero again, not every day. Just enough for my protein lang talaga. Now, for baboy, kumakain din ako pag yung crispy skin lang ng lechon during an occasion pa. Pero not regular. Kasi nga, nalaman ko that mga baboy daw, yung mga pigs daw, ay carrier ng mga parasite. And belong sila sa mga scavenger group of animals. Yung, alam mo yung pag meron kang baboy sa backyard nyo, wala silang ginawa kundi mag-scavenger hunt ng mga pagkain na minsan napupunta sa basura. So, ayun yung mga reason bakit sila nagiging carrier ng sakit. And then, pag masakitin yung baboy, tapos nakain mo yung sakit niya. May ganon. So, yeah. So, again, kumakain ako from time to time, pero yung skin lang, minsan, tinry ko kumain ng meat, pero pag na-imagine ko yung scavenger thing, hindi na ako makakain, or hindi ko ma-attempt kumain, or tumikim ng meat ng baboy. Pero masarap pa rin yung lechon, nasasarapan pa rin ako. So, yun. So, hindi ganun kalinis yung meat ng baboy, unlike sa beef and sa goat. Again, these are all just a purpose. These are all my personal preference. I'm not telling that you copy me. I'm not also doing out of my religion or whatever. These are also from godly wisdom that He vested upon me, which are biblically and scientifically accurate. Total, makikita nyo naman lahat ng study sa internet about all of this thing na aking na-mention. Salamat sa pakikinig. This is Nanay Donna. Until next time. Bye!